Hello everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. I just want to give a quick disclaimer that this is a tribute video and it will be mentioning kind of heavy topics like unaliving, mental health, depression, stuff like that. So if you're sensitive to that, please feel free to click away from the video. It's totally fine. You take care of you.
Today is Tyler Williams' birthday. Tyler Williams was one of my best friends of all time. He was the closest thing to a mentor that I've ever had in my life.
He would have been 34 years old. Tragically, he took his life when he was 25 back in 2017.
There are so many life lessons that Tyler taught me.
This person literally had so much influence in my life that I totally would not be the person I am today without this person's influence. I met Tyler at a church function called Echo. I came there with a super popular guy, but I didn't know anybody, and I looked over and I saw Tyler and he was like talking to this group of people, and he was just a whole vibe. Like I was immediately drawn to him. I immediately went over to talk to him and say hi, introduce myself and all that shit. What really captured my attention was how like fearless Tyler was when he was talking to this group of people. He was talking to them about mental health, which is just not something that a lot of people would feel comfortable talking about, but it was Tyler's whole thing. Like, he talked about mental health like you talk about McDonald's on a Tuesday, man. He just could talk about these heavy topics like they were nothing.
There was a book called To Write Love on Her Arms. I think that's what it's called. They made a movie out of it. It was a really good book and it was a really, really good movie. It was all about like helping someone with self-harm and the recovery journey from like addiction and shit. One of my favorite things about Tyler was how attentive he was to other people's emotions. Like, he was constantly asking me if I was okay. He did not take "I'm fine" for an answer. He dug deeper. He like pried the answers out of me because I'm not a super open person when it comes to like vulnerability and shit. I like to make things light and fun all the time. He wanted to pry deeper, and he did. And I'm really glad that he did. I'm thankful for that. Tyler really struggled with self-harm and with depression, and the things that I watched him go through were just horrific, but he went through them in such a admirable way because he didn't just sit there and like let it consume him. He used it to help other people. He would create these groups online. People would come to him and he would just be there for them no matter how long it took. He would sit there with you for hours. If you had a mental breakdown, Tyler's the person that you wanted in your corner because he wouldn't judge you for it. He wouldn't be like, "Oh my God, you're so dramatic." Like, he never said any of that shit. He would just sit there and help you with it. He would talk you through it for as long as it took. Another thing, Tyler was a deep thinker. Like, we could talk for hours and hours and hours about just the secrets of the universe. He also loved stars. I remember one night he totally like drug me out to the middle of a field and like started talking about stars. It was a freezing cold night, so I was not happy about that. I look back on that memory and I'm like, it's like a core memory.
One time I had a really bad breakup and Tyler was absolutely determined to help me heal from that. He drove me wherever I wanted to go. He answered my texts and calls no matter what time of day or night it was. He bought me things with money that he definitely did not have just to make me feel like I still mattered. One of my absolute favorite adventures with Tyler was when he was helping me with that breakup. He knew exactly what to do to make me feel better. So he picked me up, knew I loved Urban Decay, so we went to the Abandoned American Adventures and we stuck into it and we took pictures, we took videos. Sometimes we just screamed into the void. Tyler was a really, really fun person. Tyler's absolute favorite show was Supernatural. Whenever I was going through something, Tyler would find the perfect character situation to relate it to. Whether that was Supernatural, whether that was Hunger Games, whether that was whatever fiction we were into at the time, he would somehow like relate it to our real lives, and it really helped me. It helped me get through the things I was going through at the time. It helped me feel not so alone. It disconnected it from reality enough for me to be like, okay, yeah, I can get through this. For this next part, I'm going to be borrowing that from him. Think about Batman and then think about the Joker. Throw them together into one person, and that was basically Tyler. Tyler definitely had a Batman side of him, but he had a Joker side of him too. It was not black and white.
So I'm sorry if this video switches like between the car and between other settings. For some reason, I feel a lot more comfortable talking in the car sometimes. I have no idea why that is, but remember, I also had the weird ass trauma response of the Walmart parking lot somehow being comforting. So I don't know. I hope this video did what I wanted it to do, which was honor Tyler's memory, because I want to keep his memory alive. I didn't want this to be like a super sad video, kind of like the mom tribute video. I didn't want it to focus on their deaths. I wanted it to focus on who they are as a person. I want people to know who Tyler Williams was. I want people to know who my mom was. I want these videos to focus on who these people were when they were alive and well and healthy. I'm a very different person than who I was back then, and that's largely because of all the the lessons that Tyler taught me. He was an incredible teacher. I reached out to Tyler's parents because I wanted to be really respectful with this video. I wanted to ask them if there's anything they wanted to say about their son, and what they told me absolutely just melted my heart. They told me that they love their son and they will always keep his memory alive by helping others, because that's what Tyler really wanted to do in his life. In the words of Michael Jackson, he wanted to heal the world.
My friendship with Tyler was not black and white. It was not all good and it was not all bad. I saw him fight through a lot of demons, and it was not always easy being his friend, but he never gave up on me, and so that meant that I never gave up on him. I want Tyler Williams to be remembered for the good things that he did, like his absolute love of animals. I kind of got him into that, not gonna lie. That is something that rubbed off on him from me. He would literally like take roadkill off the road and give them proper burials. He had the biggest heart ever. But even before I kind of intensified his love of animals, he and his family still had a bunch of really cute animals. One of them was a cat named Dora, and he absolutely adored Dora. I could talk about Tyler for hours and hours and hours because he was such a big personality. He was such a huge mental health advocate. He helped so many lives. He saved so many lives, and he's definitely not forgotten about. His legacy definitely still lives on. I want his parents and the people that knew him personally to know that. If you are somebody who struggles with dark thoughts or mental health shit, please reach out, please tell somebody, please don't do it alone, because I really don't want to see more people's story in the way that Tyler's ended. He died so young. 25 is way too young to die. If you think that you not being here makes the world a better place, I promise you that's a big fat lie.